So you've stumbled across this guy named Gary Vee, and now you want to read his book. But you're too lazy to read the full book. So here's the summary. #AskGaryVee by Gary Vaynerchuk. Key takeaways. Offer something of value to potential partners instead of asking what they can do for you. Promote your product or service as you develop it by generating content for target users. Business changes so quickly that what you learn in the classroom is outdated by the time you graduate. More than money or education, a strong work ethic is the best indicator of business success. The ability to hustle closes the gap between a solopreneur or startup and the competition. Ideas without execution are worthless. Great leaders model the behavior they seek in their employees. Summary. Author Gary Vaynerchuk, creator of the YouTube runaway hit Wine Library TV and host of the #AskGaryVee show, identifies his personal beliefs as 9 business commandments he lives by. Provide value. In any relationship, deliver at least 51% of the energy, heart, and talent. Long-term value always trumps short-term gain. Hard work is everything. Smart work improves the results. People matter more than anything else. Patience, as the old saying goes, is a virtue. Don't romanticize the reasons you are in business. Challenge yourself with worst-case scenarios daily. If you religiously follow just a few core business philosophies that mean the most to you and spend all your time there, everything else will naturally fall into place. In between the most successful business people and the everyday 9-to-5 workers is the middle, a place populated by average business people, those who make it halfway to their goals and plateau. People get stuck in the middle because they don't know enough about their field or they fail to keep up with new trends. Success requires a noble concept and the ability and desire to do whatever it takes to bring it to fruition. Many people have great ideas, but ideas without execution are worthless. Whether you're mostly a big-picture thinker or a detail-oriented practitioner, divide your time between the two. Focusing on your long-term goals reduces the stress that daily problems cause. Prioritize sales, especially if you are in solo practice or starting a small business. Without positive cash flow, you'll never achieve your other goals. Being a new entrepreneur, people have difficulty choosing between the security of a full-time job and the opportunity of being an entrepreneur. If you struggle working for someone else, entrepreneurship may be for you. But if you wait for the stars to align before making a move, you'll never jump. When and if you decide to go out on your own, understand that entrepreneurship takes hard work and hustle. Sacrificing luxuries is reasonable to put money into your business, but never put the welfare of your family or the payments for your mortgage at risk. The first step is terrifying, especially if you encounter resistance from your friends and family. Your opinion is the one that matters. Employees who believe that you support their desire to achieve their own goals will be more than happy to use their efforts and talents to help you get closer to yours as well. People waste time trying to come up with the perfect name for a new company. Instead, get people to remember your name by providing a superior product. Identify your customer base and focus your efforts there. Think about what you offer potential partners rather than what they can do for you. For example, doing a project on spec or lowering your initial fee establishes inroads with new clients. Getting the first customers on board is a grind. You have to put in the work. Being honorable always pays off in the long run, even if it occasionally makes you a little less money in the short term. Promote your app or product before it comes out of development. Generate content that you can target at the people most likely to use your product. Create a virtual community where people can learn about and discuss your offering to ensure a positive reception when you launch. Young entrepreneurs make the mistake of becoming peacetime generals. They know how to operate only when marketing conditions are good. Your business will hit a rough patch at some point. Prepare by building teams of talented, trusted, hardworking people who focus on producing superior products and services, and by always prioritizing sales. The university system in America is becoming obsolete. Today's business environment changes so quickly that what you learn in the classroom becomes outdated by the time you graduate. You pay dearly for a degree, incurring debt that you can't declare bankruptcy against. A college campus isn't the only place to discover who you are and what you love to do, nor is it the best place to gain practical workplace skills. Becoming a practitioner in the school of life is more valuable. Business is business when it comes to financial or contractual negotiations, but not when it comes to deciding what happens to the human beings who make your business run. Information is only a click away. Teachers provide advice about how to use information, or they place it within a context. Mentorship has value. But if you want a mentor, demonstrate why mentoring you is worth someone's time. For example, David Rock, aka Drock, approached author Gary Vaynerchuk with a proposition. He offered to make a video about him as a test run. That became a 5-minute piece called Clouds and Dirt. Vaynerchuk valued the experience so much that he offered Drock a job. Now Rock is director, producer, and editor of #AskGaryV. About working with family, Gary Vaynerchuk worked at his family's liquor store and then with his brother AJ at VaynerMedia. While many people believe that going into business with your family is a mistake, working with the people you love and care about can be a positive experience. Making it go smoothly takes self-discipline, empathy, and communication skills. Members of the second and third generation in a family business often encounter resistance from the old guard. Persuading management to try new things isn't always easy, especially if the boss is your grandparent or parent, but some people respond well to tact and kindness, while others require a more direct or even aggressive approach. About hustle more than money or education, an owner's strong work ethic is the best indicator that a business will succeed. Hustle separates the wannabes from those who do all they can. You don't have much control over your innate talent, but you have total control over how hard you work. Work harder than the competition every minute of every single day. Hard work alone doesn't guarantee success, but not working hard enough is a recipe for failure. The internet's around-the-clock connectivity allows you to keep working after the competition checks out. I have seen people transform themselves by increasing their hustle. Create relevant, informative, and appealing content. Tune into what people say about your business and industry. Prioritize providing value. If you own a small business with a small budget, hustle will close the gap between your startup and more established businesses. Focus on giving great customer service, making connections, nurturing relationships, and providing value to your community. If you are your own boss and can't find the energy to hustle, ask yourself if you're in the wrong business or if you'd prefer to have a partner to share the loads. If you work for someone else, the quality of leadership will affect the amount of hustle you dedicate to your job. Great leaders inspire people to set goals and deliver. About creating content to get your message across, package it in a story. Channels of communication may change, but the basics of a great story stay the same. Quality content tells your brand's tale in a way that attracts and engages your target audience. It stands out amid the clutter and appeals to the emotions as it entices users to like, repost, and share. Tailor your content to the platform on which it appears. For example, posts on Facebook, where people keep up with their family and acquaintances, should differ from more visual posts on Pinterest. Reuse content across platforms by adapting it to each one's style and audience. Your content should reflect your audience's personal preferences, not your own. Anyone and everyone produces content. To break through the noise, regardless of your product or service, think of yourself as a media company. Your company's success rides on your ability to distribute your story by producing content that your current and potential customers find valuable. Curate your online presence to make sure that it reflects well upon you. Find a place where you think you can make doors open and put your skills into action. Jabs are the little things you do every day that provide value and engage your target audience. Your right hook is the action that asks for the sale. Finding a balance between providing value and selling requires a boxer's dexterity. If you focus more on the sale than on providing value to the customer, your jabs will come off as disingenuous and the recipients will feel you are manipulating them. But if you provide value without expecting to get something in return, people will respond in kind. When it's time to close, be honest, be direct, and ask for the sale. About platforms, people integrate platforms they like, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat, and so on, into their lives just as people adopted radio and television in the past. Specific platforms' popularity may rise and fall, but the resulting cultural and social changes are here to stay. The pattern for emerging platforms is to attract the youth market first and then to provide something people didn't realize they desperately needed. Emerging platforms such as the live streaming app Meerkat can be a treasure trove for early movers. Entrepreneurs who are short on cash should create free or low-cost content for their startup platform. Reluctance to try something new, such as Snapchat, means you'll get left behind when other people figure out how to make it work. Use what you've got, find what you don't, and make your dreams come true. Blogging has evolved since its first burst of popularity years ago. People still consume content, but they now prove less willing to leave their site of choice to do so. Rather than relying on search engine optimization, SEO, to reach users, bloggers now post their material where their desired audience lives online. Personal websites are still valuable because you retain control. Traditional media outlets are overpriced compared to the user experience that social media deliver. Develop a strategy for a combination of platforms and media to extend your reach. No matter who your audience is, you're always one great piece of content away from changing your life. Twitter has a noise problem. The clutter makes it hard for your messages to stand out. When users are on Instagram, pictures capture their focus. Depth is more important than reach. Facebook ads offer incredible return on investment, especially for early movers. The new ad platform brings scope and reach that produce tangible results. Facebook ads target your users beyond their age and gender. Its massive data mining capabilities include behavioral data. You can create an ad for 19-year-old males who enjoy golf and another for new moms who wear contact lenses. Influencer marketing is going to gain momentum. Corporations will invest in online personalities who draw awareness to their brands on social platforms. About leadership, company leadership sets tone, values, and priorities. The CEO is responsible for everything that happens during his or her watch. Great leaders are role models for the behaviors they want their employees to display. They listen. Ask questions before you start barking orders or offering solutions. Listening and paying attention open the door to motivating others and building employee retention. Everyone working for you has different needs and ambitions. Choose how you want to treat them and what kind of leader you want to be. Great managers are mentors first. Finding talent is easy if you put in the time. Perform a Twitter search to find users who are talking about your brand or industry and who have specific skills such as web or graphic design. Research potential candidates by reading their profiles and portfolios. Reach out and ask if working for your company interests them. Conduct interviews with no more than 5 candidates. Hire the best one. Look for new hires who share 4 valuable characteristics. Patience, forbearance, and persistence will keep you on task when the payoff waits in the distance. Word is bond. Do what you say you will do. It's that simple. Empathy, big egos get in the way of collaboration and problem solving. Gratitude, being grateful prevents you from taking anything for granted, helps you weather setbacks and failures, and honors the words thank you. About the author, video blogger, entrepreneur, and social media expert Gary Vaynerchuk co-founded the social media agency VaynerMedia in 2009. His books include Crush It! And Jab, 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 Right Hook.